everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to do an everyday drugstore makeup tutorial, and again, disclaimer, not a makeup artist, have worked in the makeup industry before, but I don't follow up with it. I don't do people's makeup anymore. So this is the basic look I did. If you're not talking, you can get this done within 10 minutes like I do when I'm trying to run errands and still not look really messy. This is very quick, very basic, and you guys can wear this anywhere: work, run errands, brunch, a lunch date, things like that. So I hope you guys enjoy it. This is the basic look I did, and I also talk about my back pain and the issues I've been dealing with, my back disease that I've been dealing with, and I get a little more open and emotional in this video, so I hope that's okay. I hope you guys can understand. I hope you guys keep me in your thoughts and prayers. So make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe down below, share with your friends who think would enjoy this type of video with the tips I have to show, and leave any comments you have down below. DM me on Insta, follow me on Insta, because I post more stories there about my everyday life, what I eat, things like that, so you can stay closer and talk more there. So without further ado, let's just jump into today's video. Alright, please don't mind my face. It's, what time is it? It's 9 a.m. I got up about an hour ago. It's a Sunday here today, and I just put on my contacts, so my eyes are still a little irritated, so I can see the camera, because if I record without glasses I can't see anything. We're just gonna jump right in. First thing I'm gonna do is put my hair back with a little clip, get it out of our faces. So we are good to go. I already washed my face, put some moisturizer on, so let's jump right in. First thing I'm gonna do is prime my face. I will link all the products down below, like I always do, description box, before you guys have any questions. If you have any questions, always go to the description box. If it's not there, comment below, message me on Instagram, and I'll get that to you. But this is a drugstore, so I'm trying to use everything that's affordable. Some of it is not found on CVS, Walmart, Walgreens, places like that, but it's still affordable and you can order it online. So I tried my best to get stuff from local drugstores, but I also have some online orders that are really affordable too. And I'll put the price and the photo of every product on the screen, so you guys, I don't have to keep trying to zoom in into the product, okay? So first thing I'm gonna do is primer. I got this primer on Amazon, and it's affordable and it's really good. It's like this whipped primer. It's great for like oily T-zones. So yeah, and it's good at filling in the pores too. So I put it in my forehead, and I put it next to my nose here, my big pores, and then down in my chin. No need to go everywhere else. I already moisturized, so that kind of serves as a moisturizer too. Let me zoom in a little more for you guys. So next we're gonna go in with the foundation. My favorite one, again, I have combination skin, so this works really well for me. I get really oily on my T-zone. My shade is 220 Natural Beige. So I'm gonna go in with a couple pumps of that. And I'm going in with the Real Technique sponge, which I have beauty blenders. $20 for a sponge is just outrageous. This one's $6. You can get it on Amazon too for, I believe, $8. So you can't beat that, and to me it's just as good. So I don't buy beauty blenders anymore. So I just get a little bit from the back of my hand and dab it in. You don't want to do this movement here, because it will just move the product out. So you want to keep it where you place it and dab it in. And I like doing one area at a time so that I don't miss any spots. Make sure you bring it down to your neck. So to my neck, I do this. Dab, do this, dab. Sorry if I look this way, it's where I have the mirror. Let me try bringing it, yeah. It's where I have the mirror so I can see what I'm doing. So then grab a little more do the other side. And I'm a full coverage person, unless it's like a really hot day, then I like to do a BB cream. But otherwise, I love full coverage. I think like if I'm wearing a foundation, I want it covered, or else I'll just do a BB cream. Okay, so I've pressed it in quite a bit, maybe for like 2 to 3 minutes, just so it's not sitting on top of your skin. Make sure you get the ears too, especially if it's too different from your regular skin tone, and then just bring it down. Okay, so next we're gonna go in with concealer, Makeup Revolution. Yeah, Makeup Revolution. This you can get at ULTA. And then ColourPop. So I mix both. One is more pink undertone and one is more yellow undertone. So I like to mix them both and make it neutral under there. The pink one for my dark circles, it helps a little bit. So I'll put it right there. Okay. I'll put a little around my nose, a little on my chin, down my nose, and right there. So this is me again, guys. When I like to get full coverage, I go in. You don't have to put all this. I have really dark circles, so I put a little more, and then just a little bit of that under my eyes. I'll let that sit in for a couple minutes just to dry it out a little bit so I can get more coverage. That's a little tip I use. Let me put chapstick on. So I've been wearing this chapstick like lipstick. I got it at Target, and it's got like 10 different tints. Yeah, so this is Sunset Nude. It's $5, I think $4.99 I paid for it. So while that settles in, I'm gonna go in with my eyeliner. This one is by CHELLA, and I just do like light strokes and just fill in my gaps. I don't go all in. Again, this is for daytime. You don't want it to be like sharpied in, you know? If you do too much in one area, just brush it up. I usually use a spoolie to blend it all in, but I didn't bring one here, so I don't want to get up and go run and get it, so we'll make do. Okay, I'm gonna blend in the concealer now. I told you guys that I would talk about my back here. I posted an Insta photo the other day at the hospital, and a lot of people were messaging me, and I know I always say like, sorry guys, I didn't get a video up last week because of my back, and I never gave you guys information on what's happening with me, what am I dealing with, what's going on with my back. I have what you call degenerative disc disease, basically a disease where my back is gonna keep getting worse with time, and I have currently 3 herniated discs. Last week I was in the hospital to do another MRI. I do one once a year, and my doctor thinks I have another herniated disc. Half of my left leg is still numb, if that makes sense. So from my butt all the way down to my pinky toe. And it's been like this for about 2 months. And I'm doing pain management to maintain my pain and make sure I don't have to take strong pain medications. But yeah, it makes a lot of like everyday tasks difficult when my pain is really bad, like putting my pants on, opening windows, closing windows, anything like that. So it makes it really hard for me, and it is a lot of pain, guys. Sometimes my back will lock and I'll be on the floor not being able to move for hours, and sometimes if I'm alone it's really bad. So yeah, it's a struggle, and especially my type of channel where I do cleaning videos and things like that, sometimes it's just hard to get something out because I'm in excruciating pain. For those of you that have herniated discs, you know what I'm talking about. But I have 3 of them right now, maybe 4, 5, we're not sure. I'm gonna find out the results tomorrow. My doctor will call me. So yeah, it's just not a fun thing. I am 28 years old. I've been dealing with this since I was about 24. So what happens is this kind of liquid leaves my discs, where my discs are, it leaves, and here, let's say the spinal cord, right behind the discs, you have all the little nerves going through the discs, and the liquid leaves between the discs, and it hardens and it pushes up against the nerve that goes down. So I have 3 little things bulging into my nerve, pinching it, and that's why sometimes I can't feel my legs and things like that. Surgery is an option, but my doctors told me that it's a 6. I have seen 3 different doctors for this, guys, and all of them said the same thing. They said it's a 6-month recovery. I may be in more pain afterwards than I am currently, and it's a risky surgery, and it's just like not 100% sure that I'll be better. So they said try to push it off for as long as you can. You're still too young to do the surgery. So once my discs completely pinch my nerve, I won't be able to feel from my waist down, meaning going to the bathroom and things like that, driving, anything. My legs, I won't feel it at all. So it'll make it really hard to live like that. So then I'll go into surgery. But I'm praying to God for a miracle. They said my body can digest this like bulge on its own and break it off. It's rare, but it could happen. So I believe in God. I'm very faithful. I'm very religious. So I believe in miracles, and I have a lot of faith. I keep praying. I asked you guys to pray for me. So it's really hard, you know, living like this, like married and traveling. I went to Brazil with my husband last year. Let me move on so I don't stop. But so I'm going with the powder. I'm using Maybelline. So I went with my husband to Brazil last year for his sister's wedding, and I was one of the bridesmaids, and guys, it was miserable. I don't know if it's because of the 13-15 hour flight we had down there that I had to sit the whole time. I did keep moving, but still, you know, or the new bed I was sleeping on, or I don't know. But guys, it was so bad. I could barely walk down to his sister's wedding. That's how bad it was. So I like to press the powder in all the areas. I put concealer. So under my eyes, over my eyes, to set the foundation I put there, all around. And then I'm just gonna brush off the excess. But yeah, so it's very tough living like this, you know? Some days I'm just miserable and I don't even want to get up from bed. Luckily, my job is very flexible. My boss is really understanding, and they allow me to work from home. If my back is doing really bad, I'll work from home. And now I'm full-time working from home, so it's really good because I go in between standing, sitting, lying down, and working. Those 3 things, because I can't do one for too long. I'm gonna do bronzer, add some dimension to the face, going with the MILANI bronzer, and using Real Techniques brush, which is also found local drugstores, and I picked mine up at Target. So MILANI, Real Techniques. Let me go in with the powder brush here, the bigger one. Yeah, much better. So the pain management that I do is epidural injections. I did a faucet injection before too. Faucet just means in between the joints of my disc. Because of the degenerative disease I have, the discs are also not working great. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. So I did that in the discs, but most of my pain is from the bulge pushing against my nerve. So I do epidural injections. Those are the ones you get when you're about to deliver. So I do those roughly every 3 to 6 months, depending on how long my body digests it. It's a lot of hormones, so it completely messes me up every time I get it. It's not detrimental for my health because it's not going into any muscles, so it's not going to be deteriorating anything. But yeah, it's really painful to get those injections. I can't explain it, and I have to be there alone. It's a nightmare. It's a long needle going into your spinal cord and injecting hormones, and it's just, I can't explain it. It's really painful, but it's quick. So yeah, and I'm just glad like it works, you know. Last one I did was about a month or 2 ago, and it didn't work. That's why my doctor's like, I want an MRI because I think you have a new disc, and I'm still not feeling my left leg. So you want to make sure to do your forehead, guys, if you have a big forehead like me. If not, you can just like do the sides, but you want to do like a 3 and bring it down here. I love this drugstore bronzer. It's such a good one. And I'm just gonna get a smaller Real Techniques brush just to like give a little color to my nose. I'm not gonna contour because it's not a night look. I don't want it to be too heavy. And then I'm also gonna do a little over here. So yeah, that's basically what I'm going through. I feel really bad, you know, that I'm like recently married and my husband has to go through that. And sometimes I feel like people, because they can't see the pain that I'm in, they can't feel it, and on the outside I look like I'm healthy, I'm fine. It's tough because sometimes I feel like people think I'm using that as an excuse, I'm being lazy, or I don't want them to think. In my head, that's how I see it, you know? So sometimes I push myself to do things I shouldn't be doing, yard work, carrying heavy things, and then the pain really hits the next day. So I'm still trying to balance, you know. I don't want my husband to deal with this and to have to see me like this. Like, he didn't marry me. I know you marry somebody for everything, good, bad, health, and not health, unhealthy moments like I am right now. But I just feel bad. I'm like, he didn't sign up for this. He doesn't have to be. Sometimes he has to drag me, carry me around the house because it's really bad. Sometimes I'm on the floor and he has to pick me up because I can't get up on my own. So yeah, it's sad. It like makes me emotional, but that's what I go through. Sometimes it makes me really angry that I have to, oh my god, who? Sometimes it makes me really angry that I am so young going through things like this. It's not like an accident happened and started out of nowhere. I was doing Muay Thai at the time, maybe that's it. But it does restrain my living a little bit, you know. There are a lot of things I can't do. I can't run anymore. Last time I ran, I was in awful pain. I had my back locked and I could not move for hours. I was sweating and shaking like my body was having a seizure of how much pain I was in. So yeah, my mom had to see that and she didn't know what to do. She was panicking, so it was not a good time. I'm gonna go in with my blush now, Palladio. It's also at Ulta. It's a little corally shade. I love this one. But yeah, it was just not fun, you know, seeing my family see me like that, and they're always yelling at me like, oh, you shouldn't be doing this. But I'm like, you know, I don't want to see everybody doing yard work and me sitting on my butt. So yeah, that does not make me feel really good. And with a puppy now, I got a cane corso. For those of you that didn't see my day in the life video, my last one, I got a puppy and she's really heavy. She's about 40 pounds and she's 14 weeks, but she still can't get up on top of a lot of things, and I have to pick her up, and that really harms my back. So I like to put a little blush here just to make me look a little healthier, and I like to bring it up a little bit on top of the nose and a little on my chin. This is really pigmented, guys, so if you do get these, they have other colors too. Be very careful with it because it's pigmented. If you put a lot, I just did it so you guys could see, just get the side that still has some foundation and blend it in and you're okay. This is like an eraser, it helps out so much. It's, sorry if this video is a little everywhere. I'm trying to teach you guys how I do, show you guys, not teach you because I'm sure you know this. But I'm trying to explain to you guys what I'm doing my makeup while I'm talking about my health issues, so I'm a little all over the place. I have this Essence brow gel. I'm just gonna use it to set my brows. But yeah, I don't know if I'm making sense, you know, in the sense that like I kind of feel useless sometimes. So I try to make up for like always leaving the house clean, always cooking and things like that. Just, I don't know, it's a little, makes me feel a little insecure that I have these issues, and people look at it on Instagram and they're like, oh my god, look, you know what I mean? It's just like me. I look at these bloggers and I'm like, holy crap, they have the perfect life. And they come out and they say like all the issues they're dealing. We don't show the bad parts on social media, and that's okay. Some people are not comfortable sharing, but I thought I would finally share with you guys. So I'm going in with this, it's this quad thing I got from ColourPop a while ago, and it's just got some really nice shades, and I'm just gonna do a quick eyeshadow. So getting still a big brush, I'm just gonna go back and forth on my lids. With this, all you have to do is be patient to layer it on. If you don't apply it with your finger, you do it with a brush, you just have to layer it until it's your desired shade. And thank you everyone who sent sweet messages over on Insta and said you're praying for me. I appreciate it. To live in this much pain at this age. And that's another issue that I didn't know I was gonna talk about this in this video, but it's another thing. I don't know if I'll be able to get pregnant. I will be able to get pregnant, but it's gonna be very painful, you know, because of everything else. My doctor said it could be really painful or it could relieve my pain, but afterwards I would be in a lot more pain after I deliver the child. And carrying the child, holding it this position hurts a lot for me. So I wouldn't be able to carry my child. My toddler wouldn't be able to lift them up. So that's tough, you know? But I'm not complaining. A lot of people can't get pregnant. I don't know if I can yet. I have never tried, but I've seen a lot of people struggle to get pregnant. They want to have a child so bad and they can't. And I think I do want to have kids, but just, I don't know, within 2 to 3 years or so when my life is in order. But I have a lot of people telling me, don't do it with a situation. I'm just getting the lighter shade and applying my inner corners. A lot of people tell me don't do it, to just like forget about it. That I'll be worse afterwards. But if I want a child that bad, I will do it with the back I have, and I'll deal with everything afterwards. Surgery if I have to. You know, we'll see what it comes down to. Thiago tells me he doesn't really care for kids, that he doesn't want to see me go through more pain than I am now. But I can't take that away from him if it comes down to it and he wants a child. So yeah, it's another part of what I'm dealing with. Okay, so now I'm going in with mascara. Both of these, they're from Essence. Found them at Ulta, or I ordered them on Amazon. It's a lot easier that way. I'm not gonna put too much, just gonna do one coat, one of the foundations today, but I showed both because I love them both. And usually I'll do one layer of each, but that's how it looks. These two. Well, I only use this one today, but I love both of them equally. Now I'm gonna go in with my highlighter, Maybelline. Affordable, and it's a really good one. I'll try to get it open. Again, Real Techniques brush. Yeah, so sometimes I need to film easier videos like tags and stuff where I sit down. Like those hauls from Amazon, I love doing them, love watching them, and it's easier for me to film. But I also really love cleaning videos, and when I'm up for cleaning, when it's not hurting a lot, I like to get those in, and I get a lot of good feedback on those too, so I enjoy them. Just putting a little bit here. And highlighter, I like to do here, a little on my forehead, and here, and tip of my nose, and sometimes I do there. Just all out. I love highlighter. So I'm coming in with the big brush now and just kind of blending things in. And I think that's it. It's just my lip now. Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink. This is my favorite. I basically have like 90% of the shades. This one is 15 Lover. It can be really pigmented, but I put a little on and then I go in and blend it. Because again, this is a natural like lunch, brunch, filming look, so I don't want it to be too harsh. So see, it just gives you that little lip stain. So that's it. That's how it's looking. I hope I made some sense in trying to explain what I've been dealing with my back. Again, keep praying for me. I know a lot of you out there are like really sweet people and care about me and care about others. And this is a struggle I'm going through right now. I have a lot of good people behind me. My family is very kind, supportive, helpful. My parents moved in to help me because of my back. They do a lot of the yard work with my husband. And yeah, our next house definitely not having a huge yard like this one because I can't really help out much. And I won't have my parents living with me forever to help, unfortunately. Or fortunately, because they are buying their own house soon. So yeah, just thought I'd give you guys that update. Or let me kind of show you the look. My eyebrows are not great because I didn't have the spoolie, but it's doable. But thank you so much for your support, for always being so kind to me. Sometimes I'm not feeling really great, and I'll post a video and you guys are so sweet, so supportive, and it motivates me to keep going. I'm very grateful for you, very grateful for my family, for my husband. He's very sweet. When I'm in pain, I'm in bed, he brings me food in bed, takes really good care of me. So I'm very grateful, you know, God has blessed me so much. And yeah, just thank you everyone. You know, if you enjoy these types of videos, I'm not a makeup artist, but I thought I'd show you guys a drugstore option. Last video, the stuff I had was really expensive, not necessary, not something you need. I got them at the time. A lot of it was gratis because I was working in the makeup industry, but gratis is just free things the brands give you to try, and some of it I did buy with my own money, but I wouldn't do it again. So I wanted to show you guys an affordable option. Within, I don't know, $100 you can get everything here, and it'll last you a long time. Especially the brushes, they'll last you forever basically if you take good care of them. So make sure you subscribe down below, give this video a thumbs up. Until next video, bye.